I may not be gifted in a lot of things, not even at singing, but I like how artists do their things. When I look at artists, poets, there's a way they make magic happen from things that are very usual. At school, we had someone who could write a poem and you really feel it from words that are normal to us. There are people who can write rhymes. Maybe you have a talent, you can write it down there in the comments. But one special thing about people who have these talents, the poets, the artists, people who can do things which are special, they are all living within the same space with us. They live in the same environments, they eat the same foods like we do, but they have one thing which we don't have, and that is what we are talking about today. Welcome to day 18. We are continuing with our challenge, which is the daily Stoic challenge. If you're new, this has been going on from day 1. We have moved somehow. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing and follow this place so that you keep on knowing what is coming next. Today's discussion has a heading, See the World Like a Poet and an Artist. See the world like a poet and an artist. What is so special about the poets and the artists? In most cases, they study in the same places we do. They eat the same kind of meals we eat. They dress in similar ways we do, but they have one special ability, and that is they think outside the box and they look at things beyond the normal way we look at them. To some artists, darkness is enough to create something very marvelous. Yet to us, the normal people, we look at it as just darkness. The world has a lot of things, but we have been trained, our brains have been designed basing on where we were born. There are things we look at the same way from the time we are young up to now that we are old. How about you start looking at life in a different way? Look at it in the aspect of the artist. One word can be used by an artist to create a very wonderful song. The word may not be very special at all. Everything that can make you rich is in this very world. Everything that can make you a different person is here where we are located. It is upon you to start looking at it in a different way. Looking at things in a different way may need you to do certain things, like reading books, like inquiring, like interacting with people who have made it in life. Why do I read so many books? Someone asked me that. I read so many books because it is the only way I can interact with people who have made it in life. They are already top there. And most of the people who write books are people who have actually made it in life. They have seen a lot. They have interacted with way more people and they put it in writing. And this is what I read, and it helps me to look at the world in a different way. If you cannot read, because reading is not for everyone, get to interact with people who have made it if you have access. In most cases, it is very hard to get these people one-on-one because they are very hard to get. But if you have a chance to meet someone who has already made it in life, get to talk with them. Ask them some questions and they will guide you how you can see the world in a different way. Learning doesn't end. Still on your phone, you can look for things that will help you shape the way you view the world. But that choice is yours to take. Someone will have data and they use it for another reason. I'm not judging you, but I'm just calling upon you. You want this year to be different to you. Start looking at the world like an artist or a poet. These people look at the world in a different aspect, yet they use the same materials we use. Start looking at the world differently. Seek knowledge. This will improve the way you look at the world. Get out of your routine, which we have talked about earlier. And this will help you in life. It will help you break even this year. I hope the video will be helpful. I hope this will be the turning point. I hope you will start to seek knowledge so that you can look at the world like a poet or an artist. Thank you for sticking to the end. Subscribing to this place will help get more people to get the same information you're getting. Don't forget, this challenge is going on until the year ends on a daily basis. Being part of this journey is going to be helpful to you, trust me. And as we end the year, we shall have a grand total summary of everything. I hope you will be there at the end of the year. Thank you for sticking to the end. Consider liking and following. May God bless you.